Hello, I'm Andi Singh, and I'm going to use Kabbalistic Tarot cards to predict the month of November for those of you who are in Libra. I'm going to pull the first card, which has to do with your area of romance, marriage, and general love and family relationships. Alright, I've pulled a very interesting card here. It's labeled Justice, but that's just a label. Let's look at what the planetary signs are on this card. Kabbalistic cards give the signs of planets, and I like working that way. I can see the sign of Jupiter. So for those of you in Libra, you will be very ambitious, but the other cards show money out, money not coming in. But let me talk about that at another time. Firstly, I want to talk to you about love and romance and family. When I see the sign of Jupiter in this card, I worry that you are going to be very strict, very stubborn, and very dominating. And therefore, this card warns you against doing that and says that it produces tension and it produces difficulties in romance and also in areas of marriage. The other card, the other signs of Venus, they show that you are going to attract romance, but it comes with complications. It leads to unhappiness as the month moves on, the month of November moves on for those of you in Libra. So, easy to attract the love situation, but difficult to cope with it. There's also the sign of the sun here, showing that your exposure to risk is also there if you enter a romance. Maybe some complication also comes along. And with the sign of the sun, blame can come against you. So you could be accused in this romance. Maybe it's somebody who is married already that you are interested in, and therefore accusations later will come. So don't take risks in the romance that's being offered to you in the month of November. Overall, this card shows that you are being very active in the month of November where love and romance is concerned. And it shows that day and night you are in pursuit of somebody. But there are marks here which show danger, red danger lines, and then followed by exposure. So either you are going to be exposed if you are married and you want to go into romance, you may be exposed, or the other party could be exposed. So complications are seen. You are going to go in with your eyes wide open, the card shows, and that way you are ready. On the bottom of the card, I see the sign of Saturn. So, this romantic partner, you may already be knowing that partner for some time, or you may have had something to do in the past with this person already, and there may be a return now, again, with this coming. But in the month of November, this will be gloominess and regret. So, be very careful of romantic situations for you in Libra in the month of November. The end of the month, there is no big signal, but it shows very sharp swords, which means that you could end up being hurt romantically. Regarding marriage, if you are married, this card shows a tendency to be very romantic and you might stray in the month of November. And you will be daring enough to do it, and that you are in demand of some kind. So the possibilities, if you are married, of straying are very strong in the month of November. That shows a complication from the past. So either the person that you are getting involved with has got past problems of his or her self, or you may already know this person from before and an entry. So complications in marriage are definitely a danger sign here. The marriage itself, it says that conflict arises very fast, provocation comes very quickly, your arrogance because of your ego, a tendency from Jupiter wanting to take control and demanding others to obey you. Don't do that. If you do, the conflict will rise on a daily basis, and you will find that the whole month is going to trouble you very much. Some peace does come towards the end of the month, the last 8 or 9 days or so. So some peace does come, so things can be repaired. But why go and create problems that have to be repaired? So be very careful in your romance and marriage areas that risk factors are too high to do anything wrong. I'm going to pull another card, and that will have to do with your career, business and financial areas. Alright? It's a very active card. It says that you want to start building on things, but the foundation is very weak. It says that you want to climb up the ladder of success too fast, but again the foundation is very weak. And it says that dealing with foreign parties would be a problem, or having to do business with anything of a foreign nature would be a problem. So watch out. Now let's talk of your career first. In the area of your career, you will be a person who will fight for recognition and fight for promotions. But the weakness is shown that you are not going to get it. So don't be too provocative in demanding. Go and flow with the tide, and you will be able to be in more control in career areas. Wanting to make changes for you in Libra in the month of November, back to the foundation is very weak. So all the offers you may get from other jobs will not be very secure. So don't quickly give in your notice, or you'll be left high and dry, because the other parties may have to let you down as well. In the areas of business, it says that you want to leapfrog very quickly into success. But the card also shows that with the foundation weak, you are only going to fall backwards. So in the areas of business for you in Libra in the month of November, the risk factor is too high. Rather than going upwards, you may just slip back into debt or into losses of financial nature in business. The last part of the month, which is normally 8 or 9 days, it shows that situations can get out of hand, where legal problems can trouble you, where debt can be created. So don't take business risk, or you're going to land yourself into financial risk. So in both career and business areas, the warnings are to go slow, minimize exposure to financial risk, play safe in career, don't be tempted to take on contracts, don't believe your business contacts too much either. The third card I'm going to pull for you is going to deal with your health. So let's see what happens. Okay. It's all to do with exposure where blame comes. So how is it going to affect your health? Unhappiness, stress, anxiety builds up with this card very strongly. It shows that whatever is offered to you is false, and that can bring disappointments. So your health factor now, I worry about sunstroke. So don't go out in the sun too much in the month of November. I also worry, if you're a woman especially, that your gynecological problems are going to be quite severe. Mainly mentioned here are the womb and the breast area. If you are a man, then I worry about your glands. And the biggest problem I see here has got to do with the heart and the liver as well. The glands, it could be your thyroid. Okay. So this is a card that puts you on fire, puts you on a flame. So you are going to have perhaps a lot of stress in career or in business. and your blood pressure can also be a problem. So if you try not to get yourself into a spot where in November stress and anxiety is created very quickly, you will have less of these problems. Interestingly, this card shows that your health, regarding the health, you may get a lot of stress and anxiety because of your partner having health problems as well. So it may not be you alone, or that your health problems are the main. It may be that your partner may fall ill, or your partner may have difficulties, and that rebounds on you, creates stress, and then you have your own health problems coming up. So the health problems, especially towards the ending of the month, can be quite severe. So take it easy. Whenever I see a card like this, I see that you will want to entertain a lot in the month of November, be very busy, going around, having a lot of fun and eating and drinking, and that may contribute to your health issues as well. So be a bit careful. So overall for you, all the three cards, the first one about romance and marriage, the second one about career, business, finances, the third one about your health, none of them are totally supportive, but they're not totally bad either. So it's all up to you. The risk factor is mentioned in all three cards in our own way, and difficulties in being able to cope with responsibilities is also being mentioned. So be ready for November, which is going to be a tough month in all three areas of your life. But you'll be able to cope as long as you bring the risk factor down. Now, I am an astrologer, a Kabbalistic astrologer, and I practice palmistry, and also I deal with tarot cards when my clients come to see me. Google me to find out more. My name is Andi Singh, A-N-D-I, Singh S-N-G-H, or go to Facebook and look me up and ask to be added on, and I will add you on, and we can communicate on Facebook, and we can also discuss things of if you want to make an appointment, for example, I can tell you what a consultation will cost and things like that. So I look forward to hearing from you and meeting you one day. I hope I have answered your questions for your month of November, for those of you who are in Libra, and I look forward to seeing you one day. Thank you and goodbye.